what's up with this. I already sprayed these wheels with some kind of acidic wheel cleaner, safe on most wheels. So I'm not sure if I could do anything more to it than just wash this heifer down. So we'll see what happens. Let me see if I can get a brickwork. Yes, perfect. Oh God, there's another leak in it. Okay, so what's different about this Nissan parent company than a Max? Okay, rear-wheel drive. It's basically a rear-wheel drive modern day Maxima to me, because you could still get AKA cold weather package, as you used to get in the 90s series Maxima, but it's standard equipment on this. That's why it's a $40,000 car from Nissan instead of 30 plus. You get what I'm saying? Like, Maximas are 42 now. Like, they're in the 40 range with creature comforts and add-ons, but this was meant to be more expensive than Nissan's brand. I don't know how to explain it. This, you would get rear-wheel drive with 8-speed automatic, Maxima CVT. You get what I'm saying? So, to me, the Max is a very handsome, muscular-looking car. The G, in its own way, is timeless. I mean, even the DEs are still getting bought up. I would love to get a DE because you could do stuff to it and open it up. You know, certain things you could do with that you can't really do with this one. You have to really go forced induction on a G37. There's no other way around it. If you want 100 plus gain of wheel horsepower, you could do G35 plenums and all that, poured and polished manifolds. You could get a name brand exhaust that's like 1500 without shipping, and you could do all the stuff that the basic know-hows, they know how to do it. Standalone ECU and tune it so that your air-fuel ratio is a little bit more aggressive on throttle response to get higher, in a higher RPM climb before it falls flat on its face. That's another thing about these Gs, like 37 HR motor, they fall flat on their face. Don't really get me wrong, they give you the fun. They give you the fun, bro. She's got the beans, don't get me wrong about that. I've been wowed by this car many times after buying it. It's going on 2 years now. I love it. But it is not going to beat a Hellcat. It's not made to. It's not going to beat a Challenger, SRT, or V8. Leave the V8s alone. You will lose unless you do something serious to the car that, you can hang with it. You're not gonna beat an AMG. It's not even an old C63 AMG. So don't even try. Just because you're touching 300 crank horsepower and plus 328, it's not gonna help. It's not gonna work. Stay in your class and race your class, basically. Somebody pulls up next to you being an asshole, then you could show them like, yeah, I got a little something, and I'll back off. But I ain't gonna let you just disrespect me. Like, I got a little something. Can't go all the way like you, but that's why I race my class. Somebody pull up next to me in the E350, 2008, 2009, 2013, 2014. I already looked at the specs like most of us do. And those E350s, they fly. They fly like a bat out of hell because of the torque. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay. Nissan wanted to battle with the Germans with their rear-wheel drive sedans and coupes. But the Germans said, okay, you could do that, and everybody's going to be buying it, but we're just going to increase the torque on them. You might not have more rated crank horsepower like you, but, ours is built a different way for a different audience. So 335i, N54, N56, those are really tough on a G series sedan coupes. You got to do a lot of stuff to your G to mess with those turbos, and I don't even really hate on them for driving the way that they do. They be doing the little chase game and all that because they know what they got, and we know what we got too. This is all motor NA. We love the NA. That's why we get the NA stick shift. For those of you who like stick shift, get you an NA stick shift because you know what you got. That's basically it. Like, I don't care if it's a 8-speed, 7-speed manual Corvette, 5-speed Honda Type S, SR or whatever, or a G37 base model with no akebono brakes. Akebonos. People call them Brembos, they're akebonos. Stop it. But you just gotta race your class. Like, stop trying to be more than what you are. You don't gotta get the tints. You don't gotta get the vented hood that's carbon fiber. You don't gotta get the duckbill spoiler. Just, it's more appreciated when you do a tuxedo effect, meaning that you got a little silhouette of custom, but you got more class as stock. You get what I'm saying? But for those who do those stanced and custom looks, it is appreciative, showing people like, if this is what you want to do and how you want to build your car, you can do so. So yeah, but for the most part, Nissan Maxima in the 90s had a single air intake. This one has dual air intake. Maxima had an engine configuration that was like front to back, so when you press on the gas, it rocks like this. This car, it rocks side to side, kind of like an 8-cylinder, right? Like that. This one has an engine cradle, whereas like with the old G Maximas, they had a motor mounts and that support beam underneath the engine to hold it up. So it's like they had motor mounts on each side and a cross member. So when you look for a different car, even if it's same generation, you're buying a different car all around. This one is a sport model, comes with the heavier, thicker sway bar in the front, but it's still cheesy sway bar in the back. They don't really care about the back because the back does stay planted, because these are stock coming with negative camber to like point the tires like that, so when at high speeds they stiffen up. That's what I've been told. And after getting alignments from Firestone, they said that stock, like, it's gonna poke out in the back, and you're gonna wonder why the stock wheels have that little, that OG E-Class, saddle wheel look to it, but that's just how they come stock. So I'm gonna just go ahead and start washing this down so I can get out of here. And yeah. that's hot. Somebody got that 8. What is it? Went the other way. Ooh, cream pie. Cream pie tips. Yeah, dog. I got the cream pie easy off tips, you know. Yeah, dog. Some cheap ass car wash from McGuire's. Not too bad.